So welcome, welcome. We're going to let everybody keep coming in and we're going to mute the lines here in just a minute. We're going to be a little bit more laid back tonight. This is Michelle McKay coming to you live from Oxford, Mississippi, and Cynthia Bolden is in Jacksonville, Florida. And Marlene is helping us tonight. So thank you so much. We do not have a guest tonight. So you got me and Cynthia. And so welcome everybody to why you need these drops. And we're going to talk a little bit about all the calls that are happening this week. So you've got 90 days to shred. And then we've got Dr. Plant at, well, first of all, right after this, Michelle Zosky and Lori Spreekoff from Canada are going to talk about Discover Partner Co. at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, 7 p.m. Central. Then Dr. Plant is at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, 8 p.m. Central. I'm going to be talking about Core Cleanse. So Cynthia and I are just going to give like a little prelude into Dr. Plant's call here in an hour. So Cynthia, we have a great topic tonight that we want to talk to you guys. So I'm just going to turn it right over to Miss Cynthia Bolden to talk about nutrient absorption and why you need Core Cleanse to help you have greater results on the drop. So Cynthia, take it away.
All right. Thank you, my power partner, prayer partner, and bestie, Michelle McKay, and welcome to all of you to the call tonight. I'm going to have to say, when Michelle said we didn't have a guest tonight, this is what I said. I am the guest. Now, how bold is that? Did you know Core Cleanse will make you bold? Okay, I just thought I'd throw that in. Okay, so for those of you, I'm sure you've heard my story, but I just want to open up and say, of course, I'm Cynthia Bolden. I'm in Oxford, Mississippi with Michelle McKay and visiting my family here in Jacksonville, Florida this week. And what I am so excited about, I've been in health and wellness for 30 plus years, but in the past, I would say 20 years, digestive health has been my favorite because when you get a hold of core, your actual core, your gut, it makes all the difference in the world. So when you talk to Michelle, her background is nursing, so you'll get medical terms. When you hear Dr. Plant, you'll hear of a fantastic scientist that knows how to break it down in layman's terms where we can understand it. And I love that. But when you get Cynthia Bolden, I'm going to break it down from day to day and what's really happening and maybe what sometimes is not often talked about, but need to be talked about. So, two things I'm excited about. I was crazy about the actual drops. And when I say crazy about them, I understood the power of hormone balancing and helping the body get back that balance so the hormones could have what they needed to create a proper environment. Or should we say the drops? I tell you what, it's better to say this. So the messengers, hormones are messengers. So when they are given correct information, then guess what? They operate better. So when we think of Core Cleanse, this is kind of something I want to talk about. And me and Michelle was talking about this. We were talking about some of the advantages we've heard about. We've got all the jokes, not all the jokes, but all the puns out about, you're a load of crap. You better get that crap out. We've heard the things. But guess what? Sometimes it's not, that's a very important part because I believe one train in, one train out, if you know what I mean. And so what we want to look at tonight is just the benefits of why do we do Core Cleanse. We know on that end of elimination, but let's just think of it on this way. This fabulous prebiotic drink that is helping our body reset. And then, of course, that's 5 days. And then our 2-day release. We get a lot of more talk about the release and like, how is it really going to be? And what I've often thought about this week, especially, my thought has been, if it's in there and it's coming out, how many of you have had kids and when they tell you potty training or you're doing something like that, what do you start doing? You kind of, start clapping and saying, wow, and you get so excited. And I often wonder why we stop getting excited. Why do we? It's the basics. Like if we just go back to the basics, that this is a way of life, that people are actually praying to go to the bathroom or to feel better in their gut. So really, really quick, nutrient absorption. Let's just talk about the drops and core cleanse together. And I think we can cover a lot of ground. When you take the drops, you've taken the drops, you know, you have dropper 1, dropper 2 with an approved food list. We've been on it and we understand I take the drops every day. My personal story is that I trimmed up, lost 9 pounds, about an inch or so, and it just keeps me balanced. I like how my nervous system feel, and I just like my get up and go. So when you add the actual core cleanse, why would I do that? That could be the question. What is this going to do, Cynthia? Well, guess what? When you clean your system and get your gut moving and working in the way that it should, guess what happens? You absorb your nutrients better. So could it have been you or some people on your list in the past that may have said, well, I like the drops, I feel better, but maybe they didn't shed any weight, or maybe they slept better, but it was still in an area of weight. And I want you to know, even on core cleanse, speaking of sleeping better, do you know that a clean core that's going to equate to sleeping better, feeling better? Your appetite is lessened because guess what? In a nutrient absorption environment, you eat less. So sometimes we don't want to be hard on people. They always say, I just always got to eat. I got the munchies. It's always something going on. That's a red flag or a clue to say, you know what? Not a red flag. Let's just call it a clue. A clue. You know what? I have something that can probably help you. Something that tastes good, something that can benefit your gut and do the work for you without you really trying to figure it out. So you think about it. When you pair these two together, core cleanse and the drops, now it's going to help you stick to the approved food list even better. Okay. It's going to help you absorb those nutrients. It's going to create that environment of those prebiotics, setting the stage for the probiotics, creating that great cellular health and nutrition. And here's the thing. People are not going to walk up to you and say, I'm gassy all the time. People are not going to say that, but they don't want to be. They will do anything. Sit in the back of church, sit away. There are people that actually write their whole schedule around their digestive system. There are people that don't want to go to the bathroom at work. And I talk about this because these are the things, this is everyday talk. Everyday talk is simply this. If you would take 5 to 10 names, let's say 5, let's have some fun with it. If you would take 5 people and ask them, whether it's friends or family, hey, do you or anybody you know have issues with their gut or their stomach? Guess what? Their answer is going to be yes. What they want to hear is you don't have anything to cure because we don't cure, treat, or diagnose. But when you talk about the makeup of ginger, lemon, just those two alone, ginger as a soother, lemon as a natural cleanser, those two things. And then when you add chicory root, psyllium hull, and then which are fibers, which are good prebiotic fibers. And then on days 6 and 7, a little hint of senna to do what? Attach to those side walls and pull it down. So when you talk about it, Michelle, we can talk about this now because I'm watching the time. We really didn't know what to expect in a sense tonight, but what we also want to make sure that your questions get answered about core cleanse. Because I'm going to tell you, as an herbalist of 30 years, if they took any product away, and all my products, and they said, keep one, I can truly say core cleanse has put a fire under me that I hadn't seen in myself in years, because I know that people needed this product to help them have a better quality of life and to help them have better nutrient absorption in their body and to have something fun that they could see a difference in just days. I mean, really, I know I did. Michelle, what about you? I saw a difference in like really, I would have to say 48 hours or less.
Yes, I did. I did. I mean, really, what I love sharing with people is that because a lot of people ask the question, why do I need core cleanse possibly to get better results with my drops? Because y'all remember, there's a lot of people out there that will say, well, I just didn't get the results that I wanted. But then when you further investigate, you really find out that they didn't follow the foods list and they really didn't take the drops. Okay. But let's just say you start all over with a clean gut, then they may have a little bit more wherewithal to stay on the drops to really, really meet their goals because they're not going to lose weight with core cleanse alone, right? They may lose a little bit and they're going to get rid of all those toxins and they're going to add those prebiotics. But what I have found, Cynthia, is the sleep is deeper. And I thought I had the most restorative sleep with Renew and the drops and with my Magna-Cal D. But the sleep is deeper. I have even more energy. I've played pickleball and tennis today. I'm in my tennis attire because I'm training for a big tennis tournament, and I haven't had near the court time that I would normally put in for a tennis tournament. But y'all, I'm really not concerned about it at all because I'm fit. I just need a little bit more court time this week, and then I think I'll be okay with my tournament. So that's another plus of Core Cleanse because I have another burst of energy. Plus, I'm taking a little bit more Max 2O because it is hot outside. I am, losing some electrolytes because I'm sweating a little bit, even though it's beautiful here. So, extra energy, sleeping better, nutrients are, I can just tell that everything is working better. And I do feel like, in terms of my brain health, that my focus is 100% better than it was before Core Cleanse. So, and I'm without a gallbladder, Cynthia. So, even though without a gallbladder, I've never had that many digestive issues that the doctors would have anticipated. But without a gallbladder, you don't digest fully. So, you just think about Core Cleanse. That's pulling, like you said, pulling those toxins from the upper part of your intestines and really getting it out of there that I probably wasn't completely emptying like I should have. So I just feel cleaner, if that's such a thing. But we know that gut health is so related to brain health, right?
Oh
So,
yeah, it's your second brain.
yes, yes.
Mhm.
So all of that, I feel like it's been a really great addition to my portfolio of products. And then especially not being, you can be fit and not be tennis fit, if that makes sense, because there's a difference out on the tennis court. You're running a lot more. So I feel like I'm a little ahead of the game without the court time. Does that make sense? So
Mhm.
not that I would do that, voluntarily. It's just been my life lately. I have not had as much court time. So I feel like I'm catching up a little bit more with my tennis fitness than I would have without it.
Yeah. One thing I want to add too before we're getting close to time, but this is so important. You said something that really got me to thinking. When we talk about the drops, let's get excited about those drops again, because when you think of low fiber, fruits and vegetables, nuts and seeds, that is fiber. When a person is full of, they're not eating fiber, and now we have Core Cleanse, that is a prebiotic. It adds this form of fiber we have also to add. I heard on one call, and it really makes sense. I use it every day. I said I use it every day, and then my mind went, sugar stop, sugar stop. You think about sugar stop, our drops and Core Cleanse, that is a game changer. And here's the thing, we know that my saying, for those that have been around me, know that I believe in how good can you really feel. But Core Cleanse is really going to make this statement true. If we are trillions of cells, and then even our gut bacteria is more than that. I want you to think about it. I get the opportunity to feed my gut bacteria to grow and grow and grow for me, for your body. How good can you really feel? So, what we should be doing is taking our drops, adding the Core Cleanse and whatever our favorites are, and telling ourselves daily, wait a minute, I can feel better than this. I can feel better than this. I can feel better than this. because it's really not a thought that people have had. People have had more of the thought of maybe how not to get sick, or if I could just feel a little better. But we shouldn't do that. Partner Co has set us up in a way to bring phenomenal products, and they're not finished, to bring phenomenal products to the marketplace that our system needs. And now nobody knows our name. We're just at that point where we're kind of stepping our big toe in the water and like getting it in there to stay. And you imagine in your neighborhoods, in your backyards, your family and friends across the world that really want to know this, because Core Cleanse is a product that you can pick up the phone and really just say, look, I want you to know about this. Gut health does not mean there has to be a problem either. Gut health could also mean how much better it can feel. Losing weight, Michelle mentioned that. Well, I know a person that lost how many inches? 2 or 3 inches off their waist in their first couple of weeks, but they hadn't changed their diet. So I encourage them to change their diet because now they want to. And last thing I'll say, Core Cleanse makes you want to eat better. It really
Yes.
does. So that's why the drops can come back, because it can really be that elevation. It could be that cherry on top to
Yeah.
make things shine and smile so much better on from the inside to the outside.
Yes, absolutely. Well, y'all, does anybody have any questions about Core Cleanse? I think a lot of your questions will get answered on our call in about an hour with Dr. Plant. But if you have any, pressing questions that you would like to hear from Cynthia and me, feel free to ask. Somebody says it makes you hungry. No. Are you talking about Core Cleanse? No, I feel that my appetite has been suppressed with Core Cleanse. I'm not
She
feeling.
says, yes, it makes her hungry. Is that what she's
Is that
saying,
what you're
Tammy?
saying,
You're
Tammy? It
saying
makes you
it
hungry?
makes you hungry?
And maybe your appetite needed to be stimulated. See, I don't have an issue with my appetite needing to be stimulated. In fact, today is my release day, because we're all trying to get to the point where we release on Monday. So we have Wellness Monday calls, right? And so today I'm fast, he tells us to fast, so I didn't eat until 1 o'clock today. And then I played tennis, and then my biggest meal will be here in a few minutes, but I'm mostly, I'm fasting a little bit more today. So today I have not been hungry at all.
And what I want to, and I, since that question is put out, that's good because that's what we want to talk about. It makes you hungry. I've had bad cramps on day 7. This is what I want to say. Just one question, Tammy. We'll wrap it up with this because I am glad you put it here. How many days have you been on Core Cleanse? Weeks. 1 week, 2 weeks. Where are we? We're gonna wait for her to give us an answer in the chat.
Tammy, feel free to unmute
Oh,
and talk.
oh,
3 weeks.
3 weeks. 3 weeks. Okay, here we go, Tammy. I am gonna not try to act so excited because I don't want you to feel I'm excited about cramps. I'm not. But what I want you to know, Miss Tammy, I see you. I see you. Increase the water
I
and
thought so.
sip. Increase the water, but I want you to sip your Core Cleanse. So this is another thing. So hear
Oh,
me. I want you to
Yes.
sip because right now your digestive system has so much, it's saying, I got to take this off. I got to take this off. So it's working, and you can take your probiotics and you can increase them if you need to. If you're not on our probiotic, start. And if you are, you
I
can.
do take our probiotics
Okay.
every day.
So every day you could kind
Yeah.
of, I would suggest maybe increasing that and just
Okay.
about one more. And what that's going to do is help ease some of that. But of course, still drink your water. This
Add
is the
max
third
2O
week.
to the water too,
Yeah, your
Tammy.
max two
Oh,
O. Good
I
job.
haven't been doing that. So I think, is that for every day? Every day?
Until yes, do it so you can get those electrolytes in there. Great, great, great thought. Yeah. So
Okay.
I believe if you added that over the next couple of days, you'll see a major difference.
Yes, because Tammy, even on the reset days when you're taking the 5 days,
That's the only time I have problems with the whole thing. The rest of the time, it's really good. It's
okay,
smooth.
Okay.
Everything
and
goes
let me
good.
ask you this: Are you taking your Core Cleanse before your largest meal on those
Yes.
days? Because Dr. Plant has said, you remember that's a recommendation that if you want to take those be right before bed, if you're having any cramping, because remember the removing of the toxins and all of that happens during your sleep. Okay.
Right.
So if you need to take your core cleanse at night before you go to bed, kind of like
Well,
the
I
core
usually
flush.
take it at night because my biggest meal is dinner.
Okay.
But
But I mean, nights
the only
before
time I have the
bedtime.
cramping is on not even the 6th day, but the 7th day.
Yes, but I'm saying take it before bed like you do on
Oh,
day
okay.
6. Take it before bed instead of
Okay.
before your biggest meal.
Mhm.
Because Cynthia and I
Okay.
found for me, without a gallbladder, that digestion, taking the core cleanse before the biggest meal caused me a little cramping. So I take it at
Okay.
night before I go to bed. And then I also, if I feel any cramping, I take some more probiotics because my probiotics are usually taking in the
Okay.
morning.
There
Okay.
you
Okay.
go.
That
Yeah.
sounds good. That sounds
Yeah,
good.
so
That's
it's
right.
assisting the system. So look at it this way. That's what I love about this so much because these products are assisting you so you don't have to go through that. So it's okay to increase for a time to help your body out. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Great
Sounds good.
question. Great. Love it.
Great question. And
Yes.
Tammy, let me tell you, I'm on week 8 or 9. And so once you get past what you're feeling right now,
Yeah.
you're really going to see a difference in 6 weeks,
Because
4, 5,
everything you
6, 7.
described about sleeping and energy, and because was having a hard time, and I do the renew also, but see, it made me where I didn't want to wake up in the mornings
Yeah.
because I was so tired. I felt tired.
Well,
And but the core cleanse, it's like it makes me, I'm up like at
good.
6 a.m.
Yes.
and that's not me.
Me too. Me too. Well, keep it up. You're doing amazing. Maybe just
Yes.
tweak a couple of things, add another
Yes.
probiotic, don't you think, Cynthia?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
It's going to help a lot.
That's
And take the product at night, right before we go to
right
bed,
before
just
you
like
go to
the
bed.
Uh-huh.
okay.
That's right.
Mhm.
That's right. Well, any other pressing question that you don't, if otherwise we can let Dr. Plant answer the questions at 7,
Yeah.
or 7 Mountain Time, 8 Central.
Yes, Ida. Hi.
Yes.
Hey.
Hi. I do have a question. I finished my core cleanse. Sunday was the 7th day. But do I have to take it another week? Or is it like once a month or twice a month when you need it? Or how does that work? I'm not sure.
Okay. It's kind of like you've heard Coach Palmer say rinse and repeat.
Mhm.
You're going to just start over because when you get your box, it's a 28-day supply. And so as a company, what we're really promoting is the 3 months. Everything is set in is for as cellular health is 3 months. So when you finish week 1, we rinse and repeat and start it back over. And the results from week to week are really noticeable.
Okay.
Yes.
But it really clean you out, or well, I'm not ashamed to talk about poop. I talk about it all the time. Matter of fact.
The longer you're on it, Ida, the better it gets. You need at least 3 months to really
yeah.
clean the gut.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Great
Okay.
question.
Yeah, because
Great
I
question.
am really backed up, and I could feel it. I could even feel it when I use the restroom, and I know there's more because I can still feel it.
Yes. Yes.
There you go.
So keep
There you go.
going.
Great
Keep
question.
going. Don't stop at 1 week. And that's a lot of people are asking that question, you guys. So like
Yes.
Cynthia said, a lot of our products that we suggest, just like a doctor's going to suggest, come back and see me in 3 months. It's because you cannot change the cell before 3 months. So it takes about 3 months. So it's going to take 3 months to totally cleanse the gut. So you need time to really clean that gut, get the prebiotics in, get the probiotics in so that you can bring the toxins out.
Okay.
And one thing I want to add to that is when we talk about when people use the term clean it out, it's kind of like I always use the analogy of taking a bath or a shower every day. We're not cleaning for the year, it's a daily process. But I guarantee you can't look at yourself right now and see dirt on your skin. But you're going to make sure you take a bath or a shower within a 24-hour period, of course. So that if we look at it that way, then we'll look at you're not just cleaning it out. Basically, what you're doing is keeping it reset, like keeping it reset. You're making sure that food absorption, nutrient absorption, that your body is functioning and working in a way that it can do you good, the body. So look at it that way too. So it's not about just cleaning all this. I've had people come in my store. I just want to get all of this out of me. What do you want to get out? At the fact of, because we got to keep eating, right? So it's for maintenance in a way of keeping that gut healthy and happy for you too. So great question.
I have another one too. I'm sorry.
Uh-uh.
With the probiotics, sometimes I do not take it in the morning, but then I would take it at night. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Awesome. Great questions.
Where's my bed partner? I have a comment.
Okay.
I'm on week 3.
Junie said this is hard.
Well, look, are you supposed to be sleeping with me?
Uh-oh.
Okay.